Alright, you guys, it's Anthony. I'm fixing to do a video and I'm going to show you how to catch all the blueback herring that you can possibly use. All you want to fish with. You can go out in one night and get enough to freeze and fish with for a long time. And don't let anybody tell you that froze bait don't work. My biggest striper I ever caught was just a little over 50 pounds. And I caught it on froze blueback herring. So I might even put a picture of it in here if I can figure out how. I ain't real good at this stuff. But I'm gonna walk you through it right now. We're just getting started. I've just got the boat anchored up. I've got one overhead light up just so you can see me. And as we go forward, I'll show you what I'm doing. But we're going to be using our green light. We'll be putting it in the water. We'll be putting out a bunch of lights and cast netting, and we got a cooler. We got a bunch of ice and got freezer bags and stuff in the truck. But anyway, you don't want to miss this, because this is as simple as it gets. How to catch all the blueback herring you can possibly use. Stick around. If you don't already know, some of you do, but if you don't already know, it's something you need to know. All right, so we've got our overhead light up. Make sure we're clean. That's just a concoction that I've built. That's LED utility lights on the right and the left, and then just a LED light strip wrapped around 2-inch PVC pipe. They shine it into the water, and we've got our green light, which is soaked. We got, which it don't it goes in the water anyway, but we got in a pretty good storm earlier, so some of you've seen this green light, some of you are new, and we've been doing quite a bit of green light fishing lately because we like to this time of year, because it's very productive. But we're gonna get this thing unwound and get it in the water, and I'll be back to you in a minute and show you a little more about it. All right, so this thing floats if you don't sink it. And so we're gonna, it takes 5 pounds to get it down. And we have made us I usually just buy the 5-pound weight from Walmart, but I lost it. I made this one, and it's 5 pounds, and it'll get it down. Now to start with, we drop her just as far as we can. It's got a long cord that allows you to be able to do that. All right, it hit bottom. All right, it's all the way down. I wrap it. I gotta put me a new cleat on here, but I hadn't done that, but I will. And that light is a green magnet out of Shelbyville, Tennessee, and they are fluorescent. It has a ballast, which is right here. It burns very, very little power. The thing will almost burn on a dead battery. I mean, it's very, very little power to run them. It's on down there. I don't know how well, you can't really see much. You can see a little bit of green down there. I'll give it just a little bit, then I'll start easing it up. I can kind of tell by my screen on my fish finder as to what's going on down there. So I've got it back yonder we'll see it start clouding up with fish, we'll start raising it. All right, you can see on the screen, it's starting to slowly thicken up and getting more and more. You know, we've already raised the light up, and we still got a lot of surround light, outside light, and we'll deal with that in a little while. But there's getting to be a lot down there. It's getting thicker all the time, and we'll just keep waiting on them. All right, you see it's getting thicker, getting even thicker. And I tell you what we're gonna do, we're gonna start taking away some of this light, getting them drawed in a little tighter. So we're gonna take away our overhead lights, all this surround light, and then we're gonna set with just the green light in the water and let them get in there a little tighter. Looky there. I think we got a fish. We got a fish on this pole. Look here. How about that? Huh. Well, would you look? That's just that old night crawler hanging down. Would you look? Whoa. Ah. How about that? Look at that. Old bass come in eating them shad or eating them herring. And we're not really, it's not about the rod and reel tonight, but doggone, we caught one. Look at that. All right. We'll get him back. He scared everything in here off. Not bad. Not bad. All right, turn him loose. There he goes. All right, back to what we was doing. We're gonna take away some of this light, draw them things in tighter and tighter. So we'll get back to you. We got these up here, we're gonna take them away. Getting thicker. It's fun enough just to sit here and watch them. It ain't half as good as it'd be if that moon wasn't full. That's our greatest enemy. You come out here on a dark night, no moon, they do a whole lot better. But this is the night we have, so we're gonna gather bait tonight. All right, I'm gonna show you this so you'll know what it is. I've got a flashlight right there, and I'm gonna turn it on, and it's gonna shine a spot right out there. You can see it. And here in just a little bit, I'm gonna get up here, and when I get ready and everything's good and still and calm, I'll turn that green light off, and they'll tighten up even more. And when they get real tight up in that one spot right there, that's when you hit them. All right, so give me just a minute, I'll come back. fixing to kill the green light. There they are. We're gonna get ready. All right. I didn't have my light out quite as far as I would have liked to have. They were gathering a little closer to the boat than I wanted, so I could definitely get a good open throw. But we got a bunch of them. So what you do now is turn your lights back on. Get everything gathered back up. And once I get this pulled up, I'll turn some overhead on. We'll see how many we got. Now you can repeat this process all night long. You just have to give them a while to gather. All right, let me go turn the light on. Alright, y'all. There they are. That one throw. Ooh, there's a bunch. There is a bunch. One throw. Not all day long. Just. And we're gonna do it a few more times tonight. Because when we come out here to do this, we'll go ahead and stock up good. Alright, let's see what we got. See what we got. See if we can get them shook out. Hey, some of them already been gill netted. You just have to pull them on through. Alright, so I'm gonna get them shook out and I'll come back to you. Alright, you guys, we got the net cleared, and we've got a layer of ice under that, and after we show them to you here in a minute, we're gonna shake them up, stir them up, and get them covered good. Got another 20-pound bag here, so we're good on ice. And here in a few minutes, we're gonna draw her down and make another throw. I don't know how many they are, but there's a bunch. And they do very well, especially in the cold weather. You get them now and freeze them. When that water's cold, they'll stay on the hook just fine. All right, we're fixing to draw the light down again. I want you to look how much they've rose. Between 5 and 10 feet, some shallower than that, but the bulk of them is from 5 foot down to 10. There's a bunch of them. So we're gonna pull the lights and get us another good throw. That may do us. We may do it 2 more times while we got it. While we got the setup going, might as well load the cooler. All right, We're fixing to kill the green light. Give them time to show up. Make sure our net's good and clear. And it ain't. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna have to turn, there we go. We had a tangle, and I won't go through all this mess and end up not getting the net to open. So be sure when you throw, you're ready to throw. They're getting thicker out there. Here we go. I see them getting in it. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's gonna be as good a catch as the last one, but we'll go ahead and turn some more light on so we can see them as they come up, and then we'll wait quite a while this time. We didn't get a whole lot of time that time. We might wait a pretty good while, get them thickened up, and get us one more. Let's see. Well, we got a bunch. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right. Look, looky there. We got a spot. A clear lens. Alright, y'all. You see all that? That's a bunch. There's still that many in the net. I'll have to get them cleared out. Alright. We'll give them time. We'll get us one more here in just a little bit. They coming back. Lawsy, lawsy. Alright, they loaded back up. We're gonna give her one more shot, and that ought to be a plenty. I'll show you one more time. We'll do it again. Catch you here in just a minute, and I'll get everything ready. Alright, we got everything ready. We're fixing to kill the green light. This will be the third and final throw. We won't need no more. I don't know how many they are, but there's plenty. And I like to use them if I get spur of the moment bank fishing trip, and there's a lot of different reasons. I like to have quite a few throws there at the house, and everything thawed out after Hurricane Helene when everybody lost everything. So it's the first time I've actually restocked on these herons. So this will get me stocked back up, and I get a spur of the moment trip, and I just got a little while where I can just run out and fish and ain't got time to go catch bait. This makes excellent bait. Don't care what nobody says. All right, let's kill the green light, and we'll give them A little bit of time to get right. You gotta, sometimes they make you nervous. They'll disappear for a minute. You ain't sure where they're at. You're afraid you've lost it all. And all of a sudden, here they come. They're getting a little thicker. Getting a little thicker. Oh yeah, we're gonna wait them out. You gotta be real still. They feel this boat move, son, they're fast, they're gone. All right, y'all. They're getting thicker and thicker. Can't hardly even see them back there on the depth finder no more. They've rose up into this light. They ain't down below the transducer no more. All right, let's give her a throw. There it goes. Let's turn this one on. And we'll turn these on. This will be all we need. Go ahead and get the cooler opened up. Oh. Here it comes. Oh yeah, there they are. Yeah. All right, y'all. I still got a bunch in the net. I gotta free up again. There they are. There's a little. All right, we're gonna get all these shook loose, and that'll be that. Turn this thing off. Huh. One too many clicks. All right, y'all. This is how you get more, all the blueback herring you could possibly need. If you need any more than this, I don't know what to tell you. You can repeat this process over and over. Once you get them to come in good, they're there. Anyway, I get my freezer stocked up, and a lot of these I won't use until cold weather. When that temperature of the water gets back down, this froze bait will stay on there just fine. And right there he is. There he is. All you need. You can striper fish with them in the winter. You do a lot of things people wouldn't realize it. All the herring that you need, how to catch them. I just showed you. All right, y'all. This is Anthony. We appreciate all y'all that watch these videos. Hope this be a help to you. We're gonna get out of here. Catch y'all on the next one. Remember, Jesus loves you.